Make sure these stupid dogs don't get in the recording.
When they're
here. Yeah. Welcome, you guys. Welcome to a taping of Conversations with Wifey.
Welcome, everybody.
It's been a little while, but we have been growing and learning and growing. And a lot of things have been happening that we're going to try to skim over in our minds and to share a little bit of stuff with you. Today, on this very organic recording. Good morning, baby.
Good morning, babe.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully you guys listening are having a good morning, evening, midday, whatever it is, wherever you are. And yeah, we're just going to go ahead and kick back with you. Chit-chat with you. Dang, that rhymed. And,
chit-chat with you.
Kick back with you and spit-spat with you.
Spit-spat.
Now, that was corny.
Yeah, but it's all good. We're corny, too, sometimes.
Yeah, true. Corny and always horny. I'm talking trash. I'm not always horny.
You're a mess.
Yeah. But, let's see. Let's talk about something that happened to us that was divine. Let's give the audience a story, baby.
Okay, you start.
Well, the last time my mother was down here, we all gathered up in the car, me, you, her, and our daughter. And we decided to go run out to get some ice cream. Remember what I'm talking about?
Oh, of course I remember.
This was awesome, you guys. I'm telling you. Before I continue, well, what would you say to that? Was it calling it into fruition, baby?
Yeah, I think, let's just say what it was.
Say what it was. Okay.
We decided to go, and our intention, because our daughter was asking for it, is to go to Dairy Queen. And so we have a Dairy Queen with a drive-through nearby, and it felt like, okay, a convenient evening ice cream run.
Mm-hmm.
And so she wanted all of us to go. I was, resistant to going because I was in my all-natural state, but I agreed to get in the car and go anyway, because again, we were just going to simply go to the drive-thru. So got to the drive-thru and it was closed. And we were like, okay, immediately positive energy of, well, there's always Baskin Robbins. Yeah. Let's go. Mm-hmm. They're open later. We'll have to go in, but it's okay. We'll figure it out. So we get to Baskin Robbins, park in the parking lot, and masks are required. Mm-hmm. And because, again, we did not anticipate going in anywhere.
Nobody brought a mask.
No one brought a mask. So, you can continue what you did.
Oh, yeah. Well, I got out of the car with our daughter. Actually, I didn't even really want Baskin Robbins. I had my tongue set on that Blizzard, And so, as soon as I opened up the door to Baskin Robbins, everybody in the whole place turned and looked at me like, "Are you crazy? You don't have a mask." It just felt weird. So I turned around and walked out. And ironically, there was this little Mexican dude who was kind of like right along with me, and he was getting in his car. And so I said, "Dang, man, I said something about I wish we could have got them Blizzards or something like that." And the Mexican dude turned around and said, he was like, "Hey, what'd you say?" And I said, "Oh, well, yeah, we were here because we were trying to get some Blizzards, but Dairy Queen was closed." And he said, "I just beat the clock with getting in the drive-thru over there."
Amazing.
This dude that I was talking to just happened to be an Uber Eats driver. He proceeds to tell me, he says, "Well, what did you want from over there?" I said, "Yeah, we were all trying to get some Blizzards. We had a Blizzard a Blizzard craving." And he says, "Oh, well, I got 4 Blizzards right up in here." And I said, "What the heck?" Yeah, 4 of us in the car, 4 Blizzards.
His party wanted Baskin Robbins instead of Dairy Queen, correct? Is that what he did? Because wasn't he there?
No. He said the people that wanted the Blizzards, they canceled.
Right. And then he was going to Baskin Robbins for what?
Something else. I can't remember.
Oh, so a whole different family?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I thought that it was the same family canceling.
It might have been. I can't remember.
Yeah.
It might have been. Forgive me, y'all. I don't remember the total
details like that. Yeah, but it's
still
right.
Yeah. I just know that We were hunting for 4 blizzards, really hardcore. I mean, we let's go get us some blizzards. You know, we was excited and all that stuff. And the place was closed. We go over to Baskin Robbins, and lo and behold, here this guy is with 4 blizzards and the flavors that we wanted.
Come on now.
And that was the weirdest thing to me. I was blown away. He had the blizzards, he had the spoons, he had the straws, he had the napkins, he had it all, you know.
That just and it was a beautiful moment. I'm always and you know, Mr. Sosa knows, calling in to my abundance, and that everything works out for us, and that everything is here for us, and the beautiful flow of how that happened, because old me of frustration, because when you want something, you want it, you know, and to have the Dairy Queen be closed, and like he was saying, we always feeling the want for some blizzards, and you know, really enjoyed that, and to just think, oh, okay, it didn't work out how I wanted it, but we just didn't even have an attitude about it. It was just a flow, and that we were comfortable with trying to find something different, because the whole journey of getting ice cream was what we were focused on, and that boom, even still, everything works out for us. We got exactly what we wanted, and didn't even have to pay for it. Boom!
Didn't even have to pay for
double
it.
Blessing. Okay.
I mean, man, that. Wow. I mean,
and the kid ended up wanting vanilla ice cream. So guess what? That worked out for her, because then Baskin Robbins was able to provide vanilla ice cream. Yeah. And we still had the 4 blizzards that were the original intention. Yes. It was just a demonstration of the blessings upon blessings upon blessings if you allow yourself to just be and experience, you know. And it spoke loud and clear for us during that moment. You know, we have moments like that often in different ways, but that was pretty intentionally special because of the number of blizzards, because of the way that unfolded, because of how easy that felt. It was glorious to experience that. My
wife always does it. She always does affirmations and calling things into existence. She constantly badgers the universe as to what she wants. You know, just constantly said, "All right, look, this is what it is."
Co-creating.
Exactly. You know. And that's something that I'm learning to do. I don't know why I'm so stubborn at that, because I've seen it happen. Hell, we're together because it happened. I mean, years ago, after all the mess I went through in divorce, or even before that, I would always tell the universe, just saying it to my mind and saying it out loud, that one day I'm going to be back in California. I don't know how, I don't know when, I don't know where, well, I know where, but I'm going to be back in California. And it took years, but it definitely unfolded, and I was presented with the opportunity, and I'm here, happier than ever.
Yes.
And it's real.
And even just to go back in that, to have that agency to say, I don't know how, I don't know when, that is fully surrendering and trusting it and telling you all straight up and down. I remember the decision moment, because we were deeply in love in this relationship, and we knew we needed to be in the same place together, and I was in California. Hello, somebody. And not only that, but just the effort to get here was a walk in faith and trust and surrender, because my goodness, right? That car that he drove to get here and the journey to get here. And I know there was that piece of fear that tried to come up, and we both just said, hey, we're not going to put that in this. You're going to get here. You're going to be safe. You're going to be okay. And yes, indeed he was, you know, and through this experience with this beautiful human, I've seen this show up in so many different ways, and be able to in the moment celebrate that that's what it is. That just gives you further momentum. So sure enough, going back to the Baskin Robbins Dairy Queen story, I sure did holler out, we are abundant, I am grateful, this is awesome, and we celebrated in that parking lot and enjoyed that ice cream.
Sure did.
Okay.
Sure did.
And celebrated when he knocked on my door, and enjoyed us being in the same state together, in love and in joy. And again, subsequent things throughout our child, hello, is a manifestation of beautiful conversation and creating with joy. And to see her live and direct, dope, beautiful experience. So again, on and on and on, there's so many things we could speak to, but yeah, don't doubt that your voice is being heard. Don't doubt that your intentions, your desires, what you want, that's not being received. So always push towards the things that make sense. give less energy to the things you don't want, and make sure that you're clear that you are being heard, you are being received, because you are here on purpose and for a purpose. Okay? And so I hope that this is just a loving and gentle reminder of that.
Yes, indeed. It is for me, because we turn on this microphone and give ourselves, and a lot of times it seems like we're just this smiley, dimple-faced couple that give a lot of positive affirmation to the listener and everything, but we go through some turmoils. And what was it, yesterday? Yesterday, Wifey had to give a nice chat with me. She had to have a nice little talk with me about certain things, brothers, and I would advise you, if you are going through this, to really listen to your woman. Wifey had some concerns because, well, the way this house is set up, the routine is, we work opposite shifts, and the place that I work at, the stuff that I do gets me extremely fatigued. So what happens is I'm coming home early in the morning, and everybody else is crank starting their day. School is back in, so the shorty got to get ready now, hair combed, teeth brushed, clothes and all that, breakfast and all that stuff like that. And I'm coming right in, needing to go straight down to the bed, while Wifey has to get up and she's got to prepare for her work day and get all this stuff cracking and everything, and the kid got to get ready, and there needs to be some balance in here, and the job that I'm working is creating a misbalance. It ain't. How did you put it yesterday, baby?
I just was saying that the cost outweigh the benefit, right? Like, his time is being siphoned because when he is working, right? Obviously, when we all work, as we know, I work full time as well. You're going to the job, but for him, because the fatigue is so severe, it's really taxing, and it's very hard to watch your mate with luggage under their eyes. It's inhumane for any human to do that. But at the same time, I ain't try to create and dream and pray for this human to raise her alone. So, when I'm looking at the net time that he's available, what we're finding is that, yeah, sure, you got a couple off days, but the first off day, you're sleeping to catch up on the sleep that your body is trying to always catch on, because you're working an unnatural schedule for the human body. And then the following day is the same thing. So we get minimal buckets of time, if you want to even call it that. And then it's back to work. Yep. And so, what I had to say very intentionally was, hey, dude, I actually dig you. I love you. I want to do this with you, not separate from you, and living like we're two ships sailing in the night. And most importantly, our kiddo needs the experience of both of us being engaged in every aspect, from her leisure to her development to her education. And, I'm very grateful that it was heard, because what I said is, hey, it's critical. It's got to change. Yeah. And what I do know for sure is that you would not put that job above us on your totem pole. So you got to prioritize what needs to happen here, because that job is getting most of you at this point.
I immediately went into blitz mode. Well, a sort of blitz mode. I'm going to take a specific day and go at it hard. Pay mind to things that I'm driving past when I'm out here, and say, okay, I'm going to put in something right there, because I just got to get out of this place.
For his health, for his peace of mind, for our family. My goal in this space of time in my life is really fully calibrating balance of self-love versus offering. And if the self-love is not a healthy space, then everything else crumbles. We can't offer to empty. We cannot do that. That is not how it works. You should be in self full to overflowing, and then offer from that abundance. And so I'm not seeing that for his experience right now. And the physical deficits that are coming from this place, who at the end of the day could care less. He had to, even in trying to take moments, there's no empathy for, hey, I am really struggling. I'm tired. This is a lot. There's never going to be that empathy, because to them, he's labor, period.
They'll put on the front like they did when I quit that time. They put on the front.
When I quit that time?
Yeah, I've already quit this gig once, y'all. I mean, they put on the front like after I quit, they come begging me, please, man, we need you. We need you. You got such a rapport with our contractors. Oh, we don't want to lose you. Please come back. So, and they threw me a few extra dollars, and It still ain't what I deserve to make, though.
Yeah,
still
it's just, we have to know ourselves enough to carve out and be clear about what we will and won't do for our peace of mind and our health and our well-being. And I know that we are all conditioned to work hard. You know, you got to get paid. You got to do this. You got to be a good employee.
Yeah.
But it should never be at the detriment to you.
Absolutely. I'm glad you said that.
And I'm speaking to myself as I'm speaking here. You know, I mean, I also have to find that balance as well, because we talk about this all the time, even in the work that I do. Mm-hmm. And so, yeah, got to be mindful.
Man, I think that message right there probably was something a lot of people needed to hear. I'm willing to bet that there are more people in the situation that we're talking about than we know.
Oh, yeah, without question.
People tend to do what they need to do rather than doing what they want to do because, you know, that's how we're taught. You know, go to school, get that education, get that degree, get that job, rather than go to school, get that education, get that degree, and be that boss. Mm-hmm. You know? Mm-hmm. It's time we start to change the whole thing up, y'all. You know?
Yeah, because it becomes a hamster wheel, right? If we keep on being the quote-unquote good employee to our detriment, then the employer believes, okay, that's what they got. Let's keep it putting the pressure on. And if you don't ask for the grace, if you don't ask for the balance, if you don't, I don't even want to say ask for it. You don't even need to ask permission for it. Mm-hmm. If that's not clear for you, what that looks like, you have to be clear. You have to be clear, and you have to make sure that that's expressed and that there's no mistake about that. Because trust, 9 times out of 10, they're not going to just give you that grace. The hope is that there are people out here that employ folks that have that level of love and, you know, humanity and the ability to see that balance is important. But that's not every place that people work. Most folks want to just drive you down until that's it. You know, I just got told from one of my good coworkers that are colleagues that, you know, a woman that worked in our field was found by a janitor in her office. She had a heart attack and passed away. She has a family. Okay. She's a professional, degree professional, and was working late, the last person in the office. And that is how her life ended. Okay. And absolutely not. So, you know, earlier this past week, you know, we were sitting here and I was looking at him. I'm coming in because I work from home, and I'm seeing his fatigue, and it was terrible. And it was really awful to just see, again, like I said, the luggage under his eyes. And I was like, you need to call in. That's it.
Yeah, and I did. And it was so beneficial. So many things came into existence from that day, you know. So much work got done. And you know, the other day I shared that Ronan video with you. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Ronan and the A-Game family.
Yes, you know? And thank you for that contribution and your vulnerability, because that only leveled up my concern, not in a bad way. It was just opened awareness of the experience. And I thought, no, thank you for sharing, particularly about your father, you know, and your experience too, but your father, that really resonated with me because I just thought about just how taxing that is. You know, we both grew up with single parents who work was a big part of it. I could imagine now being a parent, how that feels to try to balance, right? Quality of life, and then, you know, making sure that needs are met financially. It's a cycle, and I know this is not unique. I know this is an experience that many people experience, and they don't even know any other way to do it. We have to shift that. We can be in charge of shifting that. Yes,
indeed. By the way, y'all, the video is called The Working Dead.
Right.
It's like The Walking Dead.
Perfect title.
But the brother named it The Working Dead.
Yeah.
His name is The Book of Ronan. Check that video out and just listen.
Yes.
If you are involved in any situation that we are discussing, like a dead-end job or being drained from your profession, something like that, watch that video.
It's a call to action for self-love, straight up.
Yes, that brother hit it. He hit a home run with that one. So salute to you, Ronan.
Yes.
Hopefully you check this out on the Playback Pimpin'. But yeah, y'all, you gotta preserve yourself. That day that I listened to it, I mean, it was so impactful. specifically one part where he said, when you're looking in the mirror, you don't recognize yourself. I was listening to it in the car, and I got out of the car to go into my company, and my company's building has just tons of glass all over it. And so as I'm walking towards the building, I look up and I look at my reflection, and I didn't even recognize myself. I just looked like a whole different person. I mean, my face looked like it was just all frowned up like some demon or something. I really looked like a different person. I said, damn, my face, my body, everything was just, ugh.
Yeah, that's not okay.
Yeah, it's time for something else. It is really time to get the hell up out of here and do some self-preservation. Because I ain't trying to end up like that woman you just described.
No, and nor am I. So, not an option, It's not an option, period. Everything works out for us. And so we have to also drive the charge to shift that. If we allow abuse to happen, that is our experience. If we let self-love lead, that's our experience. And everything will come forth to create the experience that you call out for your life.
That's
but
right.
This abusive, kind of survival mode space, we got to shift that. This is no longer serving us, especially with people that look like us.
Yes, y'all. We just wanted to get on the microphone and give you guys a little material because it's been a little while. We know.
Yeah. Thank you for your grace and understanding life.
Yes. Yes. I mean, we go through it too. We gotta, we're not going to get on the microphone if we ain't on the same page for you guys. And
beyond that, if we are both fatigued and spent, it's a balance of all of that.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Yeah. So I'm glad we had a moment today as we get to enjoy our bed together and hang out and just really just be.
Yeah.
It's much needed and therapeutic, and it's just a reminder of why, this is what it is, that we are here together to do this life together, and I wouldn't do it with any other person. Well, with that being said,
you guys have yourselves a blessed day. I hope that you've enjoyed this version of Conversations with Wifey, this taping, and we will talk to you very soon. All right? Peace.